welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, hi, welcome. My name is Lisa, and I love everything colorful makeup. I love makeup in general. You know what I'm saying? Especially indie brands. Do you love blush like I do? Are you fascinated? Are you obsessed with blush like me? Then keep watching. Because I don't have a large collection of blushes just yet. It's pretty good. It's not, compared to some creators, I gotta say, holy shit-ha. Lots of blushes. But you know, when you love makeup, you love makeup. And you want options, right? You want choices. And you know, you like trying new stuff, new blushes, foundations, bronzers, mascaras, liners. You know, you get where I'm going, right? Well, I have a small collection of blush. Well, it's not small, but it's not huge. Okay. So this isn't all my blushes. This is what I have in here. And I also have, you know, Rare Beauty blushes, House Lab blushes. This is ColourPop. This is e.l.f. House Labs, like I was saying. This is the new one from e.l.f., which is the cheek and lip thingy. I have thoughts. And also, this is a couple that are new to me. That I just purchased. If you didn't see my video on the new YSL, please do go to my channel and check out that short video. Because you know I'm not editing right now. So, you know, just thank you for spending your quality time, your precious time with me, you know, who doesn't edit? Well, this is amazing. This is a great formula. And if you can treat yourself and buy one or how many, you know what, definitely this. It's gorgeous. And, you know, I have, you know, Morphe. This is actually really good. And so is the Morphe bronzing drops are really good. This is so good. And the Morphe, you know, these have been around for a hot minute. I believe they came out last year, right? The whole swirl thing, it's primer infused. This is a really good formula as well. And this shade is called Getting Heated. Really pretty. And of course, I love Too Faced, so I have a couple of these. One is like shimmer satin in the, like this one here. And then watermelon one here is the matte one. Now, I gotta say, I love Too Faced. One of two reasons. One, because they do have really great formulas. Hit or miss on the, you know, complexion products, but, you know. And the other reason is because their shit is scented. And I love when my makeup is scented. That's just me, my opinion. Okay. Too Faced. And I wanted to try, which I tried Ulta's powder as well, the something Veil. And I don't know if you know another creator on here. She's a larger creator. Her screen name is, channel name is Tara Babies. Tara. Now that woman, like I said in a previous video, that woman loves makeup and everything. Huge collection. If anybody loves makeup more than Heather Austin, it's got to be that chick right there. Wow. Love watching both of them. Huge supporters. So she was going on and on about the Veil powder from Ulta. And so when I was there and I picked up the powder, which absolutely, Tara, it is absolutely great. I love the powder. They only have it in translucent, but it has like a peachy tone to it. And for me, I'm a cool neutral undertone with a slight olive. So peach corrects for me. And so that powder, I mix it with the Huda. And it's gorgeous. Love it. So I decided, I saw this, and it is the Ulta Beauty Flushed Blush. And this one is kind of like a lilac color. It does have like a little bit of a shimmer, gold shimmer. It's really pretty. But when I got it home and put it on, like, it pulled a little gray on my cheeks. You know what I mean? You know, I do, let me know in the comments. Would you like to see the powders that I do have and some recommendations that I have on powders for mature skin, like the ones that I do have that at least have worked for me? Please do let me know in the comments, because again, I have a small collection of powders, but they're really good powders. Oops. And again, on my hand swatched, it's so pretty. And this was, I think, $11, and the powder was like 15 bucks. So you can't go wrong. Really, really pretty. But on my cheeks, it just like, it pulled a little gray. And it could have been just the foundation. I don't know. But I still need to wear this a little bit, a couple more times. So that's the Ulta Beauty Flushed Blush. And like I was saying, ColourPop. And this is the e.l.f. blush. This is a really pretty formula. This has got like a shimmer, gold shimmer in it. Really pretty. I'm going to swatch these for you. Again, I know, don't come for me, but last year was the first time I ever tried anything from Rare Beauty. And so I kind of had heard how pigmented these were, and the bottles are so huge. So again, if you didn't know, you know, I do TikTok shop and have been for almost 2 years now. My TikTok is linked on my YouTube channel. Would love to have you. And reviewing makeup, promoting all that over there, right? And have a showcase. Well, these little minis, and it came with the highlighter, which I have lots of bronzers and lots of highlighters. This little trio was like the kit that it came with these 2 little blushes. These are so pigmented. You will never go through one of those huge bottles. So at any chance, just save yourself some money and get the deluxe sample ones when you can, because this is, they're gonna last you forever, I swear. And they're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on so I can read the bottom. This is in Virtue, and this one is Beloved. So, so pretty. And of course I had to pick up the new House Labs. I know this isn't blush, but I love House Labs. And if you've been with me for a minute, you definitely know this, especially coming from TikTok world here. I don't have the mascara and maybe a couple of other products. Other than that, I have pretty much what House Labs has put out. And I did pick this up when it first launched. Was gifted to me from House. I'm House Labs affiliate. So this highlighter, I just have to, you know, I've seen people, the bigger gurus, you know, this is in Glassy Citrine. And I know this is not a highlighter, but, you know, why not throw this in? Now, I'm going to tell you, I do not put stick to my face. I never do that. I take a brush or the Beauty Blender, prime the product on the back of your hand, heat it up, you know, so that it's warm. Warms the product. And then with your brush, I mean, that's Glassy Citrine. So, so pretty. It warms up the product, and then take your brush, prime your brush, and put it on that way, or your Beauty Blender, or with your finger. But I'm never gonna just take this and put this to my face. Just not doing it. The one thing I can say about that, though, is I find that it's better. It doesn't dry down completely. It just doesn't, unfortunately, like this does. And this is a beautiful blush from House Labs, and you can put it over powder and it doesn't disrupt your foundation. This is in Glassy Hibiscus. This is their Bio Radiant, I think, Glassy Glass Balm, whatever. Really great formula. I mean, that's how much I have left. I use this a lot, a lot. And again, Love the packaging. Kind of wish they would have stayed with the same packaging. I mean, this is pretty, you know, with the whole iridescence and whatnot. I kind of wish they just stuck with the chrome and did this label kind of thing. Although I do like the fact that they put the sticker on the bottom of the highlighter. I mean, because you're going to tell the difference. This is tall and skinnier. I just wish they could have kept the chrome packaging and then did the color band like they did for the blush, you know, but that's just me, personal opinion. Again, that doesn't dry down completely. But with the brush and having it blended out a little bit more, it dries down a lot better than if you were to just have it condensed with the, just going straight on, or even just with your finger. Just having it blend out a little bit more with the brush helps it to dry down a little bit quicker, but it's not going to dry down completely, at least in my opinion, and I've been using it for quite a bit now. So that's just my opinion and what my experience has been with it thus far. And if you want to know how I created this look, I have pre-filmed Music Inside the Makeup, which is a series that I started last month. It'll be once every month on the second Saturday of every month. And I pre-filmed that, and that will be up for you guys this Saturday. Not sure of the time, but I'll also have a short as well. So on the short, the video will be connected to that. So I created this look, but I'm not gonna tell you what the palette is or the song. You're just gonna have to check out the video. Hopefully I see you there. I don't know, in this video, let me know in the comments. Can you tell what palette I chose and from what brand? Maybe just by looking at this look. Maybe. I mean, if you know me, right? So back to the blushes and Cosmic Beauty. These are beautiful. These are a cream blush, and this was the 'Tis the Season blushes. And this is in Nutmeg, and this one is in Mary. And I'm going to show you right now. I'm just kind of going a rundown of the blushes that I have, and then we're going to do swatches, and I'll talk about each one. If you do know, awesome. If you don't, then you will. And my recommendations from all of these, which all of them are actually really great. And then there are maybe one or two that I probably would not repurchase or refer. So in my opinion, you know, Cosmic Beauty also did the Sinister box for last Halloween, and they had 3 blushes and 3 lipsticks. I did order one of the lipsticks, which was Salem, and I do want to get, no, it wasn't Salem, it was in Nancy. I want to get Salem and 2 of the blushes, and so I'm waiting for them to do another launch, and when they do, I'm gonna grab those because these blushes are just really, really great formula, and you can't beat the price, and they're just really pretty and blend out really nice in the skin. And this one is in Nutmeg, and this one is in Mary. So really like pinky red kind of color. And let me get that. And of course, Unearthly Cosmetics, one of my favorite name brands, you guys know, right? I have all 3 of her Paranormal Plush blushes. And I just got a notification today that her new blushes, her 5 new blushes are live. Now they're going to be in different packaging, and looks like there is a fairy on the front. They're going to be, these are cream, so they're going to be powder blushes. They look like they're going to be glowy blushes. So I am, say less, okay? So I'm going to show you those. And then I do have, oh, I forgot to even show, I do have a powder House Labs as well. And this is in hibiscus as well. His hibiscus haze. So, you know, I use this when I'm using the glassy hibiscus, you know, liquids, creams first, powders, you know, the whole routine, right? So, oh gosh. And I do have, which I'm going to show you, I have 3 of the NYX blushes, and I also have 1 of their bronzers, the Buttermelt bronzers. But this is absolutely gorgeous, and a great formula. Again, the 3 NYX Buttermelt, I love this formula, and they are very pigmented. So, and I'm a heavy-handed bitch, but I have come to learn with blushes, I tell you, don't be heavy-handed. Sorry about my nail popped off, and yeah. But these are a really great formula, and I have yet to pick up the new highlighter. I really want to grab a couple of those, especially the green one. I only have 1 green highlighter in my collection, and it is from Cosmic Beauty. But I would like to pick up the green one and a couple of, like, there's the champagne one and maybe even possibly the purple one. So 3 I would like to grab. But these are gorge. And this came with the Beetlejuice collection last Halloween. I have the palette and one of the highlighter, the eyeliner. And I think there was like 3 of these or 4. I wish I would have grabbed the other 3 because this is long wear and it's beautiful, and it's the duochrome, and it also has black eyeliner felt tip on one end, and then the duochrome liner on the other, or multichrome, duochrome, whatever it is. And it's actually, this is what I'm wearing on the inner corner here tonight. And so this blush was part of this, and it is so freaking cute, right? So you've got, it's very thin. And people were wondering, is this the Buttermelt formula? Because it doesn't state it, but I'm pretty sure it is. These 3. So it's like this lilac color and then orange and like this red. And of course it's Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, and then it doesn't say, don't you dare say Beetlejuice 3 times, right? And then a picture of the beetle. And I've only used this, you know, a few times. I keep forgetting that I have. Don't say it again. But super cute, right? It's the passport. Okay. So that's what NYX. And this e.l.f., which is primer infused, and this is in the shade Okay. There's no, it just says primer infused matte blush, and then it's got the number. It doesn't even have the, this is an all-okay formula for a powder brush. I mean, do I love it? Not really. Is it all right? Is it a decent formula? Yeah, it's a pretty color. Really pretty. So it's like a pink peach. Well, actually like pink coral kind of color. And it does blend out really nice. The longevity is not, even though it's primer infused, it's not like all that great, but it stays for quite some time, but just not like all day, at least in my you know, experience with it. So would I repurchase? No. Would I refer? Not really. But it is a, you know, and I love e.l.f. products. I have a shit ton of e.l.f. products, and I really do love it. And while we're on e.l.f., this one, cannot even see what that, this is the Camo Liquid Blush. And this one, if you can see it, it's got that, this is like a peachy pink, but it also has like a gold reflex in it. Again, I'm glad this is a small tube like this, because this is really pigmented and you will never go through, like, you know what I mean? A little bit goes a long way, baby. And I do like this formula. And it dries down. It's not sticky. So that's like, it's just a really pretty color. And that is the Camo Liquid Blush. And then I showed you the House Labs highlighter, and then the House Labs Glassy Hibiscus. This is beautiful, like I was saying. So I might as well show you the powder, which is the Hibiscus Haze. Really pretty color. Amazing formula. Amazing. When they redid, from what I'm seeing, is the packaging, like, they repackaged it, but the packaging is smaller. So you're getting less product, which I was not happy with. But yet you're getting charged the same, or I think it was more, I can't remember. So yeah, the packaging is, I like this packaging, but it could have stayed the same, like the same size as the bronzer. So I don't understand that, but you know. So that's Hibiscus Haze powder, absolutely gorge. So the ones that I've already come across, I'll just, the Morphe, and this is Getting Heated. This is the Primer Infused, the Big Swirl. This is cream, freaking gorgeous, highly pigmented, but is really, really pretty. Again, see, like that, a lot, a lot. You do not need a lot of this. Like I made the mistake, honey, of putting the brush to the product to my face. Don't do that. Prime the back of your hand, because it is pigmented, very pigmented. It's a really pretty formula. And I almost forgot to tell you about this new, well, Fairly, in this cheek to lip. I'm not doing that. And this is a really pretty, like, corally, sparkly gold color. I am not putting this on my lips. I've already tried it. It doesn't stay. When it dried down, it made my lips look, I didn't like it. But as a blush, I would use this as like a topper, is pretty much what this, I mean, especially after, you know, the product is warmed up, and really tiny, so great for travel and everything, right? This is a really really beautiful color. I love this. And so I wouldn't even need to really use any highlighter, because that, in my opinion, is enough. It's pigmented enough, and it has that real beautiful gold shift to it. So with highlighter, this is the color. This is what, the monochromatic multi-stick. And let's put the granny glasses on so we can, you know, if the color is even on the bottom. It doesn't even, it was on the packaging though, but this real coral, it's really pretty, as you can see. So yeah. And then the Morphe, seeing as how it was on that, I'm just putting this stuff over that I've already done. This is a really pretty formula. I recommend this for sure. This is like a bubblegum pink. Again, pigmented, little bit goes a long way. So to me, in my opinion, it's like a Barbie pink. It's a little bit darker. But yeah, I guess this is about the only blush I own that is this pink. I am not about highly pink blushes, to be honest. I mean, I like pink. If it's a darker pink like this, then yeah. But other than that, I'm really not all about too much of a pinky. Unless there's like satin, there's gold shift or something like that to make it interesting. then yeah, you know, I do. Or a darker pink, you know what I mean? Case in point, we've got ColourPop. This is like a real dark pink. So I can completely see myself. I wear this off and on. And let me see what the shade is. Does it say? She's cute. So a lot of people have said that these little hearts break off. I mean, I haven't had, this is the only one that I've owned from it, from ColourPop, as far as these go. I mean, it's pretty. The longevity, it's pigmented, definitely pigmented, and I think the packaging is cute. But from what I've heard, people say that the little heart breaks off after a while, or if you twist it wrong or something. But I mean, I haven't had a problem, as you can see. But I mean, this is She's Cute. And again, highly pigmented. Little goes a long way, as you can tell, right? Definitely, you know, it blends into the skin really nice. The only thing is longevity isn't the greatest. So again, would I recommend? If you're looking for like longevity, no. So, but it's still a good formula in my opinion, you know. It doesn't, I haven't tried putting it over powder or anything like that. So the only one I've really tried putting powder over out of all of these blushes, as far as creams or lip, is the House Labs and the Rare Beauty. Other than that, it's in the normal lineup. So the YSL, this is beautiful. And I would really love to pick up a couple more. This is a matte. And of course, there's no names. This is just 54. Packaging Luxe, stop, okay? Blends into the skin, beautiful. Longevity is amazing. Just look at that, like no problem. Blended. Love, gorge, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful. The Too Faced, again, both of these are gorgeous formulas, and I'm more of a satin. I like that kind of shimmery, toppery, but I really liked that bright fuchsia pink, like the watermelon. So there's a couple more that I would like to pick up. I think it's Sunset something or what, a Tequila Sunrise, I think it is, or Sunset. This one is I'm pretty sure this is watermelon. I can't see, but it's gorge. This might be a different one that I'm thinking. And then this one is the satin one, the one that's got the shimmer in it. So, okay, so I do like pink, but they're usually a darker pink, you know what I mean? Or a coral or a peach pink. So I guess this one could be maybe the lighter, other than, you know, but I really do, it has to be more of a dark pink or a coral pink, you know what I mean? Like I said, this is like the lightest for me in my collection that I have, as far as like a very light pink like that, like a bubblegum or anything. So these blend-ins, these are great, you know, been around for a hot minute, beautiful, definitely recommend. And of course, I don't have to swatch Rare Beauty. Y'all know these are gorgeous. They're pigmented. The little goes a long way. Save yourself money and get the minis, get the deluxes, you know what I'm saying? And these, this one, this is Butter with Time. This one is, You Know Butter. And this one is like a pink coral. And this one is Feeling Butter. Now, I'm pretty sure all of these are the satin shimmery ones. Yes, they are. And of course, they have a smell to them, like coconut, and I'm here for it. I am here for it, and that's what these look like. They're all gorgeous. This is so pretty. And this is the Feeling Butter. You feeling butter, you know what I mean? Just so pigmented, so be careful. If you know, you know. And I'm just gonna swatch this one, you know what I mean? Actually, I'll take off my braces so we have some more room and I don't have to keep using this, you know what I'm saying? Because we're already at 30 minutes, can you believe that? For blushes, and I'm pretty much 3/4 through my blushes, but hey, this one, so pretty. So pretty, this coral peachy pink. You know, and I figure I'd just come on and share my blush collection and ones that I have experience with and that I love, which all of these I pretty much love. And some were first-time purchases for me. So, and some were, you know, repetitive purchases, but the ones I definitely, pretty much all except for, you know, the e.l.f., this one here, which was their kind of like their new, and I mean the ColourPop one, it's a nice formula. It's just the longevity. It doesn't last all that long. And I think I mentioned another one that didn't. Oh, this e.l.f. one, the primer infused, the longevity. Still a nice formula, but you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, those are the only ones I wouldn't, out of all of these, I would definitely recommend because they're just so pretty. So this one is fuchsia pink. Like, this is bam in your face. Beautiful. And as you can see, just blends out, gorge. The Buttermelt is a really, really beautiful formula in my opinion. Like I said, I'm more of the satin gal, more so than the matte, but I'm not against matte, not mad at it, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna take these off. And then, of course, the NYX one, you know, was for this, which, again, I want to say that these are the Buttermelt. I could be completely wrong, and I don't want to give you false information, so, but I want to say that it is, you know, because it wears like it. I mean, you know, this orange, and I only have one other orange in my collection blush, and that's from Singe. This is really pretty. A very, very pretty. Look at that. Like, how pigmented these are. And they do like they do blend out just like that, you know, the Buttermelt form. So I'm not positive, but that one right there, you could just, as a topper, for sure, highlighter, whatever, but it's gorgeous. Love it. And it's always nice to kind of go through your collection too, to kind of, because there are some that it's been a while since I've even kind of used or opened, except for like the newer ones. So now my nails are like getting slippery from these from Cosmic Beauty again. Swatching, this is a cream formula. This one is Nutmeg. This was from the 'Tis the Season collection for Christmas. Really pretty formula. Longevity, in my opinion, really good. I have not, again, tried this over, you know, I would not do that over powder because these are creams. But, you know, again, the House Labs one works fine. I've never tried it with these, nor do what I want to try because they're just so pretty, you know, and like I said, Nutmeg, and this is Mary. Really pretty formula. I think Cosmic Beauty did an amazing job with that whole collection, to be honest, and Sinister. I just, at the time, I could only pick up like one lipstick in the palette, and I just was, ugh. And again, if you've been with me for a hot minute, you know, Cosmic Beauty, formerly known as Cosmic Brushes, is another one of my favorite indie brands, and I pretty much have all of their palettes except for I think maybe 2. So huge supporter, love them. So with those and the 3 Paranormal Plush Blush, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the new powder, you know, pressed powder ones. This one right here, this is Wilted Blossom. And I kind of wish the new ones were in this packaging, but I understand it's a whole different vibe, so I get it. This is Blood Moon. And then this one is Burnt Rose. And I wore Wilted Blossom yesterday, I believe it was. And the day before I wore this one. I wore this one today. And then I had put over, this is Burnt Rose. So this is kind of like a peach, rosy kind of color. Really beautiful formula. Smooth, buttery, blends into the skin. Look at that. Gorge. Gorge. And they are pigmented. Pigmented. But look how they just melt into the skin and blend out. Just with the finger. Never mind a blush. Like, y'all are missing out on these. And I think they might be sold out, but sure she's gonna restock soon, especially when she gets into her new warehouse. She might even be in her new warehouse by now, because I know she said that she was going to ship the rest of her inventory from the Colorado warehouse to her new one. So with that being said, hopefully that has happened by now, so that, you know, her fans, everyone who loves Unearthly Cosmetics will only have to pay root protection, the taxes, and 1 shipping fee, because damn, okay? So these are the Paranormal Plush Blushes, and there's only 3 of them at the time, but these are, if you can get your hands on them, get them. And like I said, she's got those 5 coming. And the last of my collection here, and we're at 37 minutes, is the Singe Beauty blushes. These are absolutely beautiful. I am a huge fan of Singe Beauty. Angelica, and I get this, you know, if you've been with me for a hot minute, you absolutely know that. And this is from Ensley Rain, another one of my favorite indie. I know I say that a lot, but hey, if you really want to know my top 10 indie beauties, let me know in the comments. And I'll make a video if you truly want to know my top 10 all-time favorite indie brands, because trying to narrow it down to top 5 would be extremely hard. Very hard. But this was from the Light in Your Eyes collection. Beautiful formula. Powder blush, longevity, beautiful. Blends into the skin, really pretty. Just really, really pretty. And again, if you know, Angie has these 4 blushes. These are the evocative silk blushes. If you love that your skin is glowing from within, or looks like it's glowing from within, that glowy type of blush, not sparkly, glowy. You are going to love these blushes. The formula is freaking amazing, and I didn't expect anything less coming from Angie. You know, I have her palette, her brushes, her puff. I would really like to pick up the bag. And from what she has mentioned, that there's supposed to be a launch with Singe sometime this month in April. As far as the last time I knew, when I watched her last, I think it was 2 videos back. So I'm excited for that. I am excited for that for sure. So these are, and I like the fact that they're color coded from the top, and we got the whole 70s kind of vibe going. Timid Tomato, which is this one here. So it's a little more of a off red kind of. Really pretty. Blends out, gorge. And these can be used as toppers as well if you want, but they're pigmented. So I mean, I guess maybe not toppers then because they are pigmented, but if you're light-handed and just doing a sheer with that flush, it's so pretty. Timid Tomato. And I cannot pick a favorite, to be honest, although I must say Risky Raisin out of the 4. And here is the other orange blush that I have in my collection, this one in the NYX. This is Risky Raisin. This is, the color is just a beautiful, almost like a brick brown, like raisin color, but just, it's, I don't know, it's just beautiful. Beautiful. And then this is like a lighter pink, and this is the Riveting Rhubarb. So here's the more pink, but again, it's really not bubblegum pink. It's just, I don't know, really hard to explain color. Pink, a lighter pink. Well, I guess once you first swatch it out, it is kind of bubblegum pink, but it doesn't wear bubblegum pink, in my opinion, right? So, and then the orange, this, and again, my opinion, like, I didn't know if I was going to be digging an orange blush until I tried the NYX one, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, and Angie putting out blushes, are you kidding? It doesn't come off on the cheeks like, bam, orange, like when you're swatching it, right? Because these blend into the skin so beautifully, and it could be used as a topper, blush topper, or what. It's just that orange, beautiful gold kind of color to it. I don't know. These are gorgeous. I recommend all except for the ones that I mentioned. It's at 42 minutes, and you know, I just wanted to come on here and show you guys my fairly, I would say, a decent collection of blushes, but still a hell of a lot smaller than some of y'all out there. So I hope you found this information useful. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please do put a thumbs up. If you're new, I hope you subscribe and stay a while. Please do comment. And let me know what you think and what's your favorite blush. And do you have any of these blushes? If so, let me know. I love to hear from you. I hope to see you on the next one with that. Till next time.